me, Mr. DJ.
Hey, check this out. We got a great show coming your way.
From the ECSI Sports Studios, it's the Midday Market Report with Jeff Dawson.
Good afternoon, sports fans from all around the globe. I am the host, Jeff Dawson, East Coast Sports Investors, and this is your closing bell for Thursday, February 16, 2023. Welcome. Again, as we talked last night, myself and Riley are going to make a point to be here Friday, come hell or high water, get you guys what's going on. Shout out to anyone that grabbed the Leafs team total over 4.5 last night, plus like 135. It was plus 155 all day. We talked about it, boom, but they get it done early. It's funny. I sent the alert out for the ECSI VIP, so we're 3-1 this week, plus 2.2 units. And I said I had a 10:59 over on the desk. I didn't say 11 o'clock, okay? I didn't say 10:30. I said 10:59. There's only one game that goes off at 10:59 tonight. And I said I was just waiting for some confirmation on some numbers. Well, our friends in Vegas might listen to something up a path. The hell you doing, Jeffrey? Mr. Metcalf. I won't be giving it out after all. But anyways, bring them on. From the south side of Chicago, as Jim Croce would sing, the one and only Riley Magnuson. Afternoon, Riley.
Afternoon, my friend. Happy Thursday afternoon. It is a nasty afternoon in the Windy City, so hopefully any internet issues are not happening on my end. But rocking and rolling through. We had a nice slate of action yesterday. Got golf in front of my TV. Tiger Woods is obviously center stage on the old Genesis tournament right now. But we've got some more games tonight, so I am ready to rock and roll, my friend, and see wherever this afternoon takes us.
Man, I'm seething right now. This thing we were sitting at, where's my notes? Was getting it at 152 and a hook. I was going to buy the hook. He had it at 153. He just popped it up to 154 and a hook. What a snake. You snooze, you lose in this business, guys. Again, one of the reasons why it's good to stay in tune. Why, Scotty did a baseball show hour and a half, and I looked up and I'm like, holy shit. We talked about American League East, National League East. Them next thing you know, we talked about World Baseball, and next thing you know, it's an hour and a half, and I'm like, guys, hey, Scotty, they're calling for the bullpen here. I think it's time to wrap this thing up here. So, but he sent out an article about paying for services, and services, the word gambling, gambler, what it's come a long way. It has to still come along as well as Vegas Daves of the world that burn, and there's people ourselves that work daily reading $3 a day. You can get our VIP service introductory. Welcome to the team, welcome to the family. But our lanes are cluttered. They're filled with potholes. They're filled with landmines. And we're here to sweep up the mess, if I'm saying.
100%. And, like I said, I'm always happy to be here for the ride. And I think the way in which I and anyone else that comes on your shows and anyone else, a lot of people that you associate with, the cream rises to the crop with the education and the not just doing this because there's 100 games on. We've got to bet on all 100 of them. As fun as that can be at sometimes, obviously there needs to be some education and avoiding landmines like you said it there. So no, 100%. And just going back to your, I have not been paying attention to the World Baseball Classic, so I'm sure you and Scotty Scotty probably doing a lot more than I am. But is there anybody that's touching that Dominican lineup? As far as the one that I saw was pretty damn disgusting. And my guy Eloy Jimenez and coming off the bench in the outfield. Is there any team that can touch that lineup?
Strong lineup. Problem that is going to be their downfall probably will be starting pitching. As I said to Scotty, I cringe at the players that play in this tournament because there's always injuries, whether it's they would have got them at spring training with their local team, that just at the start of the season that they got it ramped up too quick. And I'm afraid of that. The Dominican team's loaded. Scotty, it's got a future on Japan. Their path to the finals is a lot easier than the U.S. beating up the Dominican and a few of the other teams. And the Japan team has Shohei. It has Hugh Darvish. It has good players. So it looks like the left side will beat itself up. And it looks like Japan should rise from the top to the right side. But, we got some to go there as well.
Yeah, sounds good. I just haven't, other than seeing a few things, hadn't talked to too many people about it. So I was curious what the feelings are there. So aside from that, like I said, I've got golf up in front of me. Max Homa leading the way so far. Plenty of other big names right behind him and still going. So I'm ready to rock and roll wherever we want to go with my friend.
Yeah, I want to thank you for 5 bogeys and 4 about the game last year was perfect other than par, and that's all he heard about was Rory Scheffler and a bunch of the young guns, and he's just now in a great round for Homa to take the one-shot lead -7 to -6. But I think this is going to be Rahm's world this year, and everyone else fighting for second, like split out to the big lead last year. We'll see. Got a long ways to go. Big college board, a decent NHL board, NBA get full break there, so you can take over the college, my friend.
Well, TJ's got no reason to apologize, TJ. I just didn't see your comments here. Miami Hurricanes taking down UNC. Are they Final Four capable? I like them as a dark horse. I think you and I were talking about UNC. I especially after that one. And this is not about Miami because I do like Miami a lot. I don't think UNC is good enough to be a tournament team. Maybe they can win some games here, but they might be on their way out and slipping fast. What do you think about that one?
Well, I want to tell TJ I was pro for the 2 regional games a handful of years ago when Miami's in town in Providence with Wichita State, Yale, Duke, Baylor. And I saw Miami win 2 games that week. And the second game was against Wichita State. And that was the Van Fleet team with Baker and others. And Miami, like 24-point lead, and Wichita State came all the way back and tied it, but then ran. I think to got a team that no one wants to see in their bracket. You can play with anyone this year. Athletically, offensively, I kind of look at you guys almost like an Alabama type. You don't live by 3. You can attack the rim. I love everything about your game. I love your coach. I love everything about you this year. I would think, without seeing the brackets and seedings, that I think you got a good shot based upon maps, obviously, of getting through the first weekend, which is always the biggest obstacle. It's an 8-game tournament. Can you win 8 in a row? I think you can get to the second weekend of that Sweet 16, get to the Elite 8. can you get to the Final Four again? It's all about matchups and who's Cinderella, who's hot, who's not. But DJ, you're on a good squad this year.
Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, UNC haven't updated it after the loss. A couple days ago before the loss, they were one of the last 4 in. So they've got some work to do, North Carolina, to make sure they're inside the 68 there. So to get into things tonight, a big game tonight in the Big Ten. 5:30 my time, 6:30 your time. Purdue at Maryland. Only a 1.5-point spread here for the old Terps. I know how you feel about these Maryland Terrapins here. They have, let's see, they've been playing a lot better. They are, quietly one of the hotter teams of the Big Ten. Lost a little over a week ago at Michigan State, then bounced back with Penn State here. Purdue coming off of that loss at Northwestern. Tough to imagine them losing again, but they've had a lot of close calls. I didn't have them against, or I didn't have Northwestern the other day, but I had Indiana when they beat them. Purdue's had a lot of close calls on the road, and it's kind of finally catching up to them. So I think that's why you got the spread like this. I definitely lean towards Maryland putting up a good fight, but nothing would surprise me here. I could see this really come down to the last possession and being a 63-62 game one way or another here.
I think 1.5 of the 130. I have a flat one with the 32. Pick them in a few spots. To me, it's that 6:30. Few minutes. It's just that Terps that happen. Half and then a half. Again, would I back by? No, I wouldn't.
You were kind of cutting up there. I don't know if that was my internet or your internet, but I missed what you said on most of that there.
Got a delay here. I don't know. Are you storming?
I can look at the stream. It's windy and kind of hailing, but I don't know. I look at the stream and it might be both of us. I still kind of see you chopping up a little bit on the on my Twitter. And I think it might be both of us actually. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it's breaking up for Lily. I'm gonna do a reset, and we'll do the edited version so it's not so choppy. And I'll send you a new.
All right.